Good morning, students. In the previous session, we have learned that bar magnet and important terms related to the bar magnet. Today, we are going to discuss important terms related to magnetism with the help of electrostatics. We know that electrostatics is a branch of physics which deals with the study of electric charges at rest, and in this chapter we have already learned that what is meant by electrostatic force, what is meant by electric charge, what is the electric dipole moment, electric field due to electric dipole, torque acting on a dipole, and so on. Today we are going to discuss the electrostatic analog of magnetism. Means we can study magnetism with the help of electrostatics. We know that in electrostatics, two like charges repels to each other and unlike charges are attracts to each other. In magnetism, two unlike poles attracts to each other and like poles repels to each other. This is the similarity between electrostatics and magnetism. The force of attraction or repulsion between any two charges is given by the Coulomb's law. F is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 divided by r square, where 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught is constant, q1 is the magnitude of first charge, q2 is the magnitude of second charge, and r is the distance between the two charges. Similarly, force between two magnetic poles is given by the formula F is equal to mu 0 upon 4 pi m1 m2 divided by r square, where m0 divided by 4 pi is constant, m1 is the pole strength of the first magnet and m2 be the pole strength of the second magnet. R is the distance between these two poles. Here the epsilon naught is the permittivity of the free space, or epsilon it is the permittivity of the medium in which two charges are placed. In this case also, mu 0 is the permeability of the free space, or mu is the permeability of the medium in which these two magnetic poles are placed. इसका मतलब है, अगर आपको एक्सप्रेशन फॉर फोर्स बिटवीन एनी टू चार्जेस अगर पता है, तो वी कैन ईजिली राइट द एक्सप्रेशन फॉर force between two magnetic poles. But there is some difference between these two terms. Q1 and Q2 are the separate charges, but separate poles are not possible. Second term, we have already learned that electric field or intensity of electric field, it is the force per unit charge. Force acting on a particle placed in electric field per unit charge is given by the electric field E is equal to F divided by Q. Here Q means the charge. In this case, electric field is analogous to the magnetic field. It is denoted by B. In this case, electric field is denoted by E, and in magnetism, magnetic field is denoted by B. Therefore, it is given by F divided by M. Here Q is analogous to the M. Here Q is the charge, M is the magnetic strength, magnetic pole strength. Again, we know that in electrostatic, electric dipole moment P is equal to Q into 2L, where Q is the magnitude of one charge and 2L is the distance between the two charges. And the direction of this electric dipole moment is from negative charge to positive charge. We know that electric dipole consists of two charges. One is negative charge and another is positive charge. And distance between these two charges is termed as 2L, means say OB the center of this dipole. Negative charge is situated at a distance L from the center and positive charge also placed at a distance L from the center. Therefore, distance between these two charges is equal to 2L. Similarly, this magnetic dipole consists of two poles separated by a distance say 2L. Say OB the center of the magnet, and this is the length L. This is the length L. One pole is S pole, another is south pole. And magnetic moment here, electric dipole moment is denoted by P. Similarly, magnetic dipole moment is denoted by M. It is equal to magnitude of the strength of the one pole into distance between the two poles, and direction is from south pole to north pole, because the north pole is considered as positive pole and south pole is considered as negative pole. North pole is considered as positive. Say this is the magnet, bar magnet having two poles. Bar magnet having two poles, say N pole and S pole. This N pole considered as positive and S pole is considered as negative. Next, we have already derived the expression for intensity of electric field or electric field along the axis of electric dipole. And along the axis of dipole, expression for the electric field is given by 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into 2p divided by r cube, where 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, it is a constant. Its value is nearly equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9, or the value of epsilon naught is 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 12 farad per meter. And the value of P, meaning of the P is electric dipole moment, that is equal to Q into 2L divided by R cube. This is the expression for electric field due to electric dipole at a point which is situated at a distance r from the center of the dipole. Similarly, we can write the expression for electric field, magnetic field. We can easily write the expression for magnetic field at a point which is situated on the axis of the magnetic dipole. On the axis of the magnetic dipole means on the axis of bar magnet. On the axis of bar magnet. On the axis of bar magnet. This constant 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Instead of this, we can write mu 0 upon 4 pi. 2 as it is. P means electric dipole moment, and here M is magnetic dipole moment, divided by R cube. R is the distance of the point from the center of the magnet. Similarly, we have already derived the expression for intensity of electric field or electric field at a point which is situated on the equatorial of the dipole. Therefore, intensity of electric field at a point on the equatorial line of the dipole is given by 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P divided by R cube. The difference between these two is, here is 2p and here only p. Similarly, we can write the magnetic, we have to write here magnetic field B EQ means B magnetic field on the equatorial line mu 0 upon 4 pi into M divided by R cube. Here is P and here that is M. Again, we know that when dipole is placed in external electric field, it experiences a torque, and this torque is given by the formula tau is equal to P sine of theta. The magnitude of the torque is given by P sine of theta. Similarly, when a bar magnet is suspended in external magnetic field, it is acted upon by torque, and which is given by mb sine of theta. In this case, P means electric dipole moment, E means intensity of external electric field. Here also tau means torque, M is the magnetic dipole moment, M is the magnetic dipole moment, B is the external magnetic field, and theta is the angle made by the direction of electric field with the axis of the dipole. Electric dipole or magnetic dipole is theta. These are the similarities between electrostatic and magnetism. In electrostatics, Q1 and Q2 are the charges. In magnetism, M1 and M2 are magnetic strains. In electrostatic, E is the intensity of electric field. In magnetism, B is the intensity of magnetic field, or it is also magnetic field or induction. EA is the electric field on the axis of the dipole. BA is the magnetic field on the axis of the dipole. EQ is the electric field on the axis on the equatorial line of the dipole. BEQ is the magnetic field at a point on the dipole, on the equatorial of the dipole. Magnetic dipole. Here electric dipole, इधर electric dipole है, इधर magnetic dipole है. Torque acting on electric dipole is P sine of theta. Similarly, torque acting on magnetic dipole mb sine of theta, where m is the magnetic dipole moment. Here P is the electric dipole moment. E is the intensity of electric field. B is the intensity of magnetic field, or simply it is termed as magnetic field. Again, we know that the relation between EA and EQ. From these two equations, we can write relation between EA and EQ. E axis is equal to EA is equal to 2 EQ. Similarly, in this case also, in case of magnetism also, we can write B axis is equal to B 2B EQ. These are the similarities between electrostatics and magnetism. अगर आपको इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स के फार्मूले पूरे याद है तो ये फार्मूले अपन बना सकते हैं, प्रिपेयर कर सकते हैं. दिस इज द वेरी सिंपल मेथड टू अंडरस्टैंड द इम्पोर्टेंट एक्सप्रेशंस इन द magnetism with the help of electrostatics. Now, only difference between these two electrostatics and magnetism. In case of electrostatics, isolated charge means single charge, monocharge is possible. For example, single electron is a monopole, proton, alpha particle, these are the monocharges. Single means monocharge is possible. But in case of magnetism, single pole or monopole is not possible, because the important property of the magnet is that if we cut the magnet into two parts, then two new poles are formed at the cutting point. Therefore, it is impossible to separate the two poles of the magnet. But in case of electrostatics, we can easily separate the two charges. This is the analogy between electrostatics and magnetism, or we can easily understand the magnetism with the help of electrostatics, and it is known as the electrostatic analog of magnetism. Thank you.